Hurricane Hugo was a Category 5 hurricane, like Katrina. It was a big, strong hurricane. And it took trees down all over the Charleston area. The storm surge, I think, was so large that it completely engulfed the water system. So the freshwater system had all seawater and sewage and all the junk from the storm all in it. So the water system was all fouled up. So many trees came down and brought electrical power lines down with them that the power was out all around the region. And so in consequence, certain goods saw their prices shoot up. A couple that I want to ask you to think about are, for example, bottled water, which was selling for, say, before the storm, here's quantity and price. The demand for bottled water is something like that, and the supply is, let's go, supply probably goes something like that. So suppose your price of bottled water was like $1 a gallon before the storm. After the storm, demand for bottled water is going to go way up because people can't drink what's coming out of their spigots. So demand went sky high. Demand was way out into here. And the price of bottled water went up to like $10 a gallon. Another one that I know about from a friend is little electrical generators. Generators that you put a little bit of gasoline in. Under normal circumstances, you can buy a Honda generator for $350, $400 at a Home Depot, something like that, and you can generate some electricity. So the supply of those under normal circumstances is pretty low, and the demand for them is nobody over a particular time. People don't need a whole lot of those, so the price of these generators was, call it like $400. But after the storm, when power's down all over the place, the demand for these shot up, and so these generators were going for like $7,000 or $8,000. So people who are hit by this storm need water, go to the supermarket, and the supermarket is selling now, in a time of adversity and trouble for them, water that they've bought before the storm at normal prices, and are selling it for $10 a gallon. And people were furious. They were outraged. The price of the generators, people were saying, this is an outrage that the prices gone up this much. But, ladies and gentlemen, these are the market prices. And what we've just been saying is, prices convey important information, so we should let them go. So I want to come back at you and have you consider this and say, under these special circumstances, should we control prices? Or should we leave them as they are? Hold on one second, Eric. Here's the way I want you to think about it. The main article from this time is the use of knowledge in society. Okay? I want you to think about what information is conveyed by a price of $400. There's one other thing I got to tell you to make this much more meaningful to you. People were so irritated, they contacted the Charleston City Council, and very quickly, the first day after the hurricane had passed, the mayor and the city council passed a city ordinance saying, within some particular boundary, I don't know if it was exactly the city limits or some other limits that they described, but within this area, no one may charge any more for anything than they were charging before the hurricane. And that statute was put into effect and enforced. So now with that in mind, so then think, is that a good thing or a bad thing? The way to approach that is, what information is conveyed and to whom by a price of $400 for a generator? What information and to whom is conveyed by a price of $7,000 for a generator? What information is conveyed and to whom? $1 per gallon for water versus $10 per gallon. And then, once you think about a way you can think about it, what are the prices telling people? And another thing, something else that should go right in with that is the incentives involved. You know, the price is not only, you know, a $10 price on bottled water at the local Target tells you a very different story from a $1 price, and it gives you a different incentive. It's saying something different to you, and that is also changing your incentives, that different people are going to behave differently. Okay, go for it. I'll moderate the discussion and try to keep my own mouth shut. It's difficult for me, but I'll try.